this is catsdiamondpainting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you have joined me here before. I'm here today to do a small shop showcase. I have not done one of these in ages, you guys. I have been much more restrained these past few months about buying diamond painting accessories because I was running out of room and I have plenty of them, and it was just an area that I decided to cut back. But you know me, I love trying new things. I love shopping in small shops within the diamond painting community, and I have accumulated a few parcels, and these do go back over months, by the way. I've forgotten what some of these are, truth be told. So I accumulated enough that I figured it was worth making a video of them. So where shall I start? Let's have a look at, let's do my UK section first, and then we'll switch to the ones that came from out of the country. So first up, this is a parcel from, oh, I haven't even opened it. This is from Agnes Little Minders. Let me get some scissors. I'm not prepared. I have shown Agnes's beautiful polymer clay cover minders on my channel a lot of times in the past. They are always a treat, always a bit of a luxury because they are expensive, but they are expensive for good reason. They are so beautiful. She is wonderfully talented, and the things she can do with clay are just chef's kiss. You know what I mean. So let's take a look at this one. And I don't even know when I bought this. It must be several months ago. I do not remember. So she's changed her thank you note. We've got this one now, and she always writes a nice personal message at the end, which it's lovely. Now, what did I get? Oops. It's kind of ludicrous that I've forgotten what I bought. But there you go. It just shows you I have actually been good, been well behaved. So what have we got here? We've got some stickers saying all these. Yeah, she makes these primarily as needle minders, so this is all stitching orientated, but a needle minder is the same as a cover minder pretty much. The only difference is that the needle minder backs tend to be a bit more built up, so I tend to switch those out for a smaller magnet for my diamond painting. So we've got some stickers there as a freebie, and we've got some care instructions. And in this cute little box, which I like to keep them in once I've opened them, just to keep them safe and secure. Oh, we have some cotton wool, and underneath, wowzers, that is an absolute beauty. Oh, it's got some cotton wool on it. Let me just pick that off. That is stunning. That, I think, is one of my favourites I've had from her. I love blue, so I'm always a sucker for anything in blue. Oh, those bits of cotton wool. And the shading, you know, the way it goes from the light blue through to the dark blue. It's just such a kind of pro move. And then the delicate detailing on the flowers and the leaves and the dragonfly. That is absolutely gorgeous. If you are interested in getting one of her needle minders, join her Facebook group, which I'll link down below, because she talks in there about when she's going to do a drop. And what you find is that typically when she does a drop, a lot of things sell out really quickly. So you do have to be on it and prepared. Where's the back? The back she always attaches separately like this. And as I say, I won't use this because it makes too big a bulge on the back of the diamond painting, but she even does a nice pretty built up clay back for it. And you've got nice strong magnets too. That is an absolute beauty. I love it. Okay, so that is Agnes Little Minders. I will put, by the way, the details of any shops that I show you here down in the description box. So if you want to check them out, you can. This one Yes, this one is from Pedro's Plaques and Pretty Things. So they are another shop that I have shown a few times because I have also got cover minders from there. Cover minders are something that I have quite a large collection of, but I tend to mostly use my pretty clay ones. So this is another person who focuses more on stitching and crochet and that kind of thing, but because needle minders are versatile, you can use them as cover minders. So inside we have a lovely stripy pink parcel. And what did I get? Ah, that is cool. Yes, so she puts it on there. Let me take it off so you can see it. Oh, yes, I forgot. So she also does the thing where she builds it up and she has like a button effect on this. But because I had flagged to her in the past that I do these videos, so she knows that, you know, she's probably watched at some point and seen that I don't use it. She now just puts that on for me, which I guess saves her a bit of time as well. But that I appreciate it because I have the magnet ready for actually using this one. And again, look at the shading. You've got green going through into this peachy orange into pink at the end. And I love that. That is so pretty. Oh, that is gorgeous. Her designs are a lot more simple than Agnes's, but they are so pretty and so well executed. And they're considerably cheaper. So if you like the idea of having kind of really pretty bespoke cover minders, but you can't stretch to Agnes Little Minders prices, these are a really good option. I don't know if she ships internationally. You would have to check that out, I'm afraid. But she is on Etsy and her own website as well. And within the UK, these are really reasonable. I think you're talking about £8 or £9 for this homemade cover minder and a little bit of a shipping cost. The only thing with these is that there's usually quite a long wait on them. She takes about a month or so. So yeah, don't order it wanting it immediately, but they are worth the wait. That is gorgeous. Love it. Okay, next up, onto my international section. And Jonas has changed his boxes because this is a pen from Norse Alchemist, my absolute favourite pen turner. I must have opened this already and taken out the invoice because that normally gets me the amount of times that I film one of these and then I've opened the box and it's shown all my details and then I've had to like blur it out and stuff or refilm it. So yeah, I've done that and I must have had a look at the pen, but it's a long time ago. So I can't remember what it looks like, but I can see through here because this is vibrant. Look at that. So he does like such a range of pens. Some of them are a lot more muted. He does a lot of kind of clear resin with like feathers and gold foil and all those pretty bits inside. I have a real soft spot for the coloured ones, the really brightly coloured ones. And I have a couple that probably would fit that camp already, but I didn't have any like that in this shape. And I didn't have any with quite these colours. So it has got a little bit of glitter around there. But mostly it is clear block colours. Well, not block colours because they merge into each other. But that is really cool. I go for a thin turn because I find, well, I go for a thin turn most pen turners, to be fair. But I do find that Jonas turns his pens a little thicker than a lot of pen turners do. So just bear that in mind because you might find that his medium pen is a bit thicker than you're used to if you normally go for a standard turn. And the thin turn, because the thing that he does differently is the whole thing isn't thin. The thinness refers to, you know, the bit where your fingers are going to go, where your hand goes in. And I actually find it really comfortable that I get my thin hold that suits me and my small hands, but then it goes out to bigger bulges. It's really nice to grip onto. I don't know how to describe it, but I find them super comfortable and I use my collection of Norse Alchemist pens all the time. So yeah, that is another beauty. Okay. Now I have my latest couple of purchases that I treated myself to when I knew I was coming up to making this video because there were a couple of other things I've been wanting to get. So first up, This is another shop that I bought from before. In fact, there's only one parcel here that I have never bought from that shop before, and that's the one I'm saving for last. This is from the shop that makes my, oh, it's stuck down there, my personal favourite diamond painting trays, I would say. I have several that I really like, several shops that I really rate, and as you'll know if you've watched any of these small shop showcases in the past, I'm a sucker for trying new things. So I do like trying new tray shapes from other shops, but then I tend to stick with what I know works for me. Let me just check if there's an invoice. I don't see one, so we'll go ahead. And this is from ByStine. So ByStine or Steen, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, sorry, is based in Norway. They are quite pricey. I think Norway is a high cost of living country. There's shipping to pay because it's international, so they are a treat. I think this would be the 4th tray I've had from them, but the first one I ever ordered was very narrow and actually doesn't suit me, so I don't use that and may have even destashed that. But her, what she calls mega or maxi trays, I'll look that up and put it on the screen, are actually for me not too big, and I use them a lot. And I have a silver one and a pale yellow one, and I fancy trying a new one. Now, I chose some colours. I think I went for like rainbow filaments and things and 2 tones on the tray. And she got in touch with me to say that the 2 colours that I'd picked, I probably wouldn't see much of a contrast, and did I want to consider changing it. So we went back and forth loads of times. She helped me kind of work out what I might like to have. She showed me pictures when they were done. We actually got chatting a little bit, which was great. She was actually letting me know, and this is something that I had heard of. So a little while ago, I had a video on accessories that I'd bought from Temu, and as part of that, I talked about how I really didn't want to encroach on any small shops. So I was trying to only go for things that I hadn't seen in small shops, or that were so kind of everywhere that you wouldn't have associated it with any particular shop. And one of the things I showed was a 3D printed like roller sleeve thing for rolling up your canvas. And someone pointed out in the comments, because I'd seen those everywhere, so I didn't think about it as being associated with a particular shop. But someone in the comments very kindly pointed out that they were actually, that was a ByStine design. So she has very kindly made some of her digital files available for people. And then people had taken those and then used them for profit, which was a real shame. And we discussed that a little bit as well. And she was really nice about it, because I said, I know someone pointed out, I felt so sorry. I'm really sorry about that. And she said, you know, you didn't know, it's not your fault, etc. But yeah, just word to the wise. Some of the things that you will find on Temu may be literally stolen from small shops in the community, and it definitely made me, I mean, I don't buy a lot from places like that anyway, because I do like to buy from small shops, but it definitely made me very cautious about trying something like that again, because I felt awful. You know, I have a small shop. I would hate to feel like my designs were ripped off in that way. So yeah, anyway, that was a very long introduction just to say that she's absolutely lovely. Customer service was excellent. And I love these trays. So let's take a look. I did see it. She sent me a photo because we discussed back and forth what colours to go for. She did send me a photo. So I have seen it by photo, but I haven't actually opened it yet. And being me, I've mostly forgotten what it looked like anyway. I only have a hazy idea in my head. So here it is. So yeah, as you see what I mean, like it's a big tray, but it's not huge. And this, I just find this size works really well for me. I find it lines up the drills perfectly. I love these trays, highly recommend them. So the lid slides off like so. And I went for, because I'd gone for rainbow filaments, because I do like those. And we've gone for this light pink to yellow filament on the sides, and then blue for a bit of contrast on the lid. And yeah, I think that's turned out really pretty. So the stopper comes out like so. Oh, stiff because it's not been used. 3D printing stoppers are often a bit stiff at first, but they kind of need to be because they do loosen over time. That's already looser than it was. Personally, I don't really use them, so it'll come out when I start using the tray and I won't bother putting it in again. But they come with them when you order them, so yeah. So that is my tray. It's lovely. I really, really like these a lot. Well worth an investment, if you ask me, because yes, they do work out one of the pricier options on the market, at least for me buying in the UK. Obviously depends where you are, because shipping plays such a big role in the price we pay. But I just find them brilliant and use them all the time. Okay. That is my tray. And last but not least, I have one that I'm really excited about because this is from Crafts with Crashley. Crashley has a YouTube channel. She's actually on the Diamond Painting Sneak Peek, Diamond Art Club Sneak Peek team with me. The reason that I particularly wanted to purchase is that my friend Courtney Lyons, who is Diamonds Are a Girl's best friend, also on the Diamond Art Club Sneak Peek team, she also is an artist, and she had some of her art commissioned by Crafts with Crashley because they do license artwork in release paper. And I wanted to try some. And then when I looked at it, the shipping was kind of pricey to get here. I think it was about £17 shipping, but I was emotionally committed. I wanted those release papers. So what's a girl got to do? You know, I bought some more to make the shipping feel more worthwhile. But she has got licensed artwork from so many different artists on there. Loads and loads of DAC artists in particular. So you'll see what I mean. Anyway, let's get in and have a look so I can get this in use. All of the release paper came in various different sizes, and you could choose whether it's going to be landscape or portrait and all these different options. I hope that the options I went for are right for my use, because having not ordered before, it was a little tricky to work out which ones I'd prefer. And then she's got various other things on there, so check her out. Ooh, I'll investigate that. I've got a invoice there, so I'll put that to the side and then I'll look at those in a minute. So what have I got in here? Oops. I've got a little cover minder with decently strong magnets, which is really generous for a free gift. One of the things that people might not realise when shops sell cover minders, and why you see a huge variation in how strong the magnets are, is good strong magnets are expensive. Like, I cannot sell cover minders that cheap in my shop because the magnets I buy are expensive to make sure that they're good. So yeah, I always appreciate that as a freebie anyway, but particularly when it's like, yeah, that'll work. The magnet's decently strong. And I've got some washi tape. I'm on a real waffle on today, aren't I? And then I've got, thank you for your order. Please enjoy these free extras. And there's a couple of extra pieces of cover paper, I guess. So that's cool. I'm intrigued how she prints these, because that's quite, she must have a special printer. Anyway. And some stickers. I missed those. Okay, let's crack on. What should I look at first? Okay. So first up, I went for A Midnight Stroll by Deborah Malcolm. Deborah Malcolm is an artist that DAC licenses. I've done a couple of hers. I have a couple more in my stash. She's actually, I think, is she British or does she just live in the UK? Anyway, I really like her art. So here is my cover paper. So cool. It is not as stiff as some printed cover papers that I've had before have been. It's actually quite thin feeling, not in a flimsy way. Like, it doesn't feel like it's going to warp and that kind of thing. But it's nice and flexible. And the printing is really nice and clear. Like, that is very much a faithful representation of the artwork, isn't it? It's not a low quality print at all. And I went for, how many? I think I've got 12 pieces. Yeah. So I've got enough. I mean, I'd never really need 12 at once even, because I only like cover paper 1 row at a time, but I guess it's having some spares and having them in the right size. That was how they came. I can't remember the options, guys. It was weeks ago, but that is very cool. Love those a lot. And then let's look at this one, Family Circus. Anyone who knows my channel and my tastes will know I am an absolute fiend for Richard Loren's paintings. I'm a huge fan. I have got loads, I have done several, and this was the painting that kicked it all off for me. I blame my friend Jan because I vividly remember that I had not connected with this painting, and it had come out, it had sold out in early access, and then she was chatting to me about it just after that, saying, oh, I'm thinking about buying this, what do you think? And I looked at it a bit more, and I went and looked at the sneak peek, and I thought, actually, yeah, I do like it, I'm going to get it. So I bought it really quickly at general release before it sold out. And then when it came, I loved it. So quite soon afterwards, I kitted it up and worked on it. And it is still one of my absolute favourite paintings I've ever worked on. And it started this whole obsession with Richard Lorenz. So yeah, I blame Jan. And here they are. So this one I was umming and ahhing about because I loved the artwork. I wanted to pick it. But it's kind of awkward for me to have the release paper portrait style, just because when I'm working on my easel, I tend to work on quite a narrow band that is, approximately that wide at one time, because I find then my eyes are at the level where I don't cause myself neck strain by, looking up or looking down too much. But I could put these on and then not do the whole row at a time, or I'll figure out a use for them. I really wanted to have them. Still love this painting so much. Okay, and then the last one, but certainly not the least, is the one from my friend Courtney. So this is called Alchemist's Desk Dragon. And here it is. How fun is that? I love paintings that have got lots of different bits going on and bright colours and all those things. Like this would be fabulous as a diamond painting. But yeah, she's really talented. I think that is so cool. I love all these books. I wonder if she just came up with those designs or if they were based on something. They're a bit kind of fantastical, aren't they, to be real books? But what do I know? You got a crystal, you got a dragon, like what more could you ask for in a painting? I think that is really fun. I'm trying to think, did she have other pieces by Courtney, or did she just have lots of different things with this artwork on? Because she sells things like tumblers with artwork, and I can't even remember off the top of my head, but loads of different things. You should check out her website. Crashley, this is that I'm talking about. As far as I'm aware, Courtney doesn't have a website for her artwork. But yeah, it was really fun. I am definitely going to enjoy putting this to use really soon. So that is everything. I'm going to keep these in their pouches for safety. I think that's a good haul. It's been a while, but when I got there, I got there in style. Where's my last one? What have I done with the other cover minder? There it is. Oh, I'm really happy with this haul. So, what do you think, guys? Anything here that you think you might be interested in checking out? It's a tough time for small shops in particular, I think, because often we are more expensive options and there are huge issues around the world with cost of living. And absolutely no one would ever want anyone to spend beyond their means and make themselves uncomfortable when there are much higher priorities than spending on our hobbies. But if you have a little extra cash to spend and you are a diamond painting enthusiast and you like having pretty accessories, if you can support small shops with them, I mean, speaking for myself, I know I really appreciate every order. And yeah, we're just people trying to make a living, so it's something that's important to me. I sound a bit preachy, so I'm going to stop there. But yeah, absolutely over the moon with everything in this haul. I think I have some really nice items here and I cannot wait to start using them. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a like on it. And if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you stick around. So please consider doing that too. And I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye bye.